What's up, everybody? It's your main man Betta back here again, and welcome back to the Not Your Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 8. This is the Week 2 Power Rankings, and so let's get on into it. Okay, here we go. We're going to jump right into it. 12th place team is the same as before. And it is Team Robs. Team Robs, 0-2, one of the few 0-2 teams, as it were. Rough start to the season for you, boy. Hate to see Joe Burrow go down, and Brock Purdy go down, and J.J. McCarthy go down. How do you draft 4 quarterbacks and 3 of them go down? That's just incredible. But he still has Jordan Love, I think, right? Yes, still has Jordan Love, so still's got somebody's to throws the balls. Week 3, Evan takes on Grand Salami time, trying to get that first win of the season. Moving on. Got ourselves the 11th place team, and it is Oside, baby, go! No! 0-2, Darren is. Tough sledding for Darren's team. Jaden Daniels is a bright spot, but sounds like he's already a little hurt, a little gimped up. It's a long season, and you don't like to see Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and Hunter Henry combine for 8 points or something. Ugh. That's not very good. However, it's not all doom and gloom, because had Darren played the Cam Scatabo, Rashid Shaheed, and George Pick His Nose and Pickens instead of Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and DJ Moore, he would have finished with 108 points in the win. So that's 11th place team. What else can we say? We'll move right along to the 10th place team. And the 10th place team in these here rankings is Betta with Chedda. You know, Betta with Chedda. Scoring 125 points and losing is crazy. That's what I wrote, because a lot of teams are struggling first 2 weeks, my team included. Ben would have defeated, 8 other teams, 9 other teams this week. That's just, that's fantasy football for you. It's like, why? Why have you forsaken me? But you gotta love Lamar and Jonathan Taylor combining for 67 points. Hopefully they do that every week, because, that'll help you out. What else? Had he played Wan'Dale Robinson instead of Ladd McConkey, he would have finished with over 142 points, which probably would have won, and also maybe would have been the most points in the league. I don't know. Maybe second most. I don't know. Ben is taking on weekend at Logan. Whoa. Let's try that again, this time with a little hydration. Ben is taking on the weekend at Logan's team, which is 1-1, but boy, doesn't feel like a 1-1 team. So hopefully Ben will get his first win of the season this week. We'll move right along to the 9th place team. We're gonna click. 9th place team is the Kids College Funds, baby. Down 4 slots. And now we're getting into the slew of the 1-1 teams here. There are approximately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There are 6 teams that are 1-1. Basically, 6 teams all tied for 4th place. Or 9th place, depending on how you want to look at her. What do we got? Corey barely lost. He needed one more pass from Justin Herbert to win. I was watching it on my pins and needles that game there. And golly, Justin Herbert just needed maybe one more completion, or the Chargers defense needed like one more sack. It felt like they were just, a couple points away. So I blame Justin Herbert. Justin Jefferson could have just got one more catch, Had he played Debo or Jalen Waddle instead of Drake London, Corey would have easily won this week. So, like a lot of teams that lose, at least you did it to yourself. You could have won. You had the tools. We're going to move right along, though, to the 8th place team. 8th place team in these here rankings, and it's Dork. Dork comes in at 8th place. Didn't get the win. Went up against a tough team in the Bongtown. And I blame Josh Allen. Josh Allen cannot do 12 points. You do not have Josh Allen in your lineup expecting him to give you 12. Tough break there. But, just like I said with the last guy, did you know, had Dork played Ramondre Stevenson and Cooper Kupp instead of Mike Evans and Chase Brown, I would have played Mike Evans and Chase Brown personally. Ramondre and Coop would have been on my bench, so I would have done the same thing that Randy did. But he would have scored 114 points, would have got the win. So it is what it is. We're going to move right along to the 7th place team in these rankings. And the 7th place team in these here rankings, and it is, it's Deez Nix. Let's hear for the Tanner. Well, can we say Bo Nix and Jamar Chase combined for 56 points. That's pretty good. 104 points. Would have lost to 5 teams this week, but who cares? I like a lot of guys on Tanner's team, hoping for a little more action. He takes on Master Cook. So he'll have to do a little bit of the voodoo like you do to go to 2-1. Time will tell. Move on to the next team. The 6th place team in these here rankings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's Moldy Biscuits. Moldy Biscuits comes in at 6th place team. Michael got the win against Evan's squad off the back of a major performance of Malik Neighbors, grabbing 170 yards and 2 touchdowns with over 33 fantasy points, courtesy of your boy Russell Magic Dussel, Russell Willie Dilly, Russell Wilson. Still got it. One of the best statistical games of his career. So, what else? Jalen Warren, Josh Jacobs, Chuba Hubbard combined for 46 points from the running back position. Could have scored even more if he had put in Javonte Williams or a Jackson Smith and Jigba. But no matter. A win is a win. We will move on to the next team in the 5th place team, and it is... It's Master Cook coming in the 5th place team. Up 4 spots. He's 1-1. Allen got the victory against the Fancy Lads, knocking Whitney down. Whitney's been riding the high donkey for quite some time. What? Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Tucker Kraft. You ever heard of them? But the magic comes when your kicker and your defense combine to give you almost 40 points. That's just not fair. You're probably going to have a good time with that. What can we say? Takes on Deez Nix in week 3. So that's a battle of some 1-1s. And we'll move right along, and let's just keep it going to the 4th place team. The 4th place team in these here rankings. And it's the Fancy Lads. I'm putting the Fancy Lads at 4 because they're 1-1 and they lost. Got a little smacked up. They did. They still love this team's players, but I do think that Justin Fields scoring like less than 4 points is problematic. He will need to correct that. Just wasn't Whitney's week. What can we say? He'll look to get back to business as he takes on Dork. We're going to move on to the third place team. Third place team in these here rankings. And I tell you what, don't feel very good about it. I feel great about it. And it's Weekend at Logan's. Weekend at Logan's is 2-0. Although I've scored very little to no points. I would have lost to the majority of the league each week. My opponent selection based on the algorithm is just, trying to, plinko me the path of least resistance after 2 weeks. And so we'll see what happens in week 3. And what can we say? I lost one of my running backs. I only have but so many. I'm basically going off of fumes here. We got Ken Walker and Bill Krosky Merritt. So hopefully that doesn't become a problem. We'll move on to the second place team. Second place team in these here rankings, and it's the Ghost of Bongtown. Yes, it is. The Ghost of Bongtown in second place is 2-0. It's Andrew. We got Jalen Hurts, Amari and Hampton. Broncos defense. They combined for 13 points. So that's not good. But somehow Andrew still won. Let me say again. Jalen Hurts, Amari and Hampton, Broncos defense combined for 13 points. Still got the win. Because Amon-Ra and Puka Nacua combined for 60 points. That's going to cover up a lot of issues. Let's see. This team could have easily played Nick Chubb, Matt Stafford, and Zach Ertz. Instead of Jalen Hurts, Dalton Kincaid, and Amarian would have scored over 143, 142, 144 points. Something like that. Quick math. And I think would have beat anybody this week. So not only did they win, but they won, and they could have did it better with a lot. Any of those guys on their bench, they slot them in, they would have did better. So number 2, what you going to do? Moving on to the top team, the number 1 place team in these here rankings, and it's Grand Salami time. It's Katie's team coming in the first place. We're going to put Katie at the top spot after 2 weeks of action. Although, barely beat Ben's team. Who cares? Roma Dunze looks really good. She's got Bijan. James Cook as well. T. Higgins. And even J.K. Dobbins is getting her 15 points on her bench. So, this is what I would consider a top team. One of, if not the, and then asterisk plus sign, Katie's got the juice because she is a fiance. So, what else can we say? That's the end of the video. Good luck to you. May all your dreams come true. And if you don't got a dream, go get a dream.